Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, I wanted to talk about withdrawal schedules. So let's get into it. So this withdrawal schedule can actually work with both crypto and stocks. It doesn't really matter. All you really need to know is your endpoint that you want to finish taking profits at. This is over Solana. This chart is over Solana. So I think there's 3 to 5x left in this market. And so I kind of sandbagged a little bit and went to the lower side. So I went with 3.5. So a multiple of the current price of $155 times 3.5 is $542 and change. So with that, I even sandbagged it a little bit more and just said, hey, the final figure is going to be $520 here. All right. So that is the final price point where I'm looking for Sol. And so let me discuss the left side and the right side here. So this is the Profit Taking 2.0, just a marketing name that I named this profit taking that I created, for lack of a better term. And then the standard profit taking that it seems like everybody is kind of doing, which is like take a certain amount off per price point. You make up the difference because you take little up front and you take a lot off at the end. So, which leads me to another point. This is an aggressive model. This model is not for everyone, and please do your due diligence before you set a profit-taking schedule. So, with that being said, at the end price point of $520, I would be potentially taking 50% off the board, and that's 25 coins if I'm starting with, say, 50 coins. Okay, so right off the bat, the end price point, you're taking 50% off. So you're waiting all this time until your end price point is hit before you take 50% off, and that's pretty aggressive. So that's what helps to make up the difference. While you're taking a larger amount of coins over here for each profit taking, like 7, you're taking less than one multiple steps here. So that's kind of what makes up the difference and why you can actually make more money with the Profit Taking 2.0. So let's go ahead and build this out. So I discussed how I came to the multiple. This is the current price, and say we're holding 50 coins, right? So you take these 50 coins, and in this cell, you can actually see, it's actually down here. I took it C33 divided by 2, right? And then the next cell is just this, this 25 divided by 2. And it just keeps on repeating and repeating. So half of 25 is 12.5. Half of 12.5 is 6.25. And it just keeps on repeating until you go to the top. Now, something that you'll have to kind of decide on yourself is where price should be at your targets, and how many targets do you want? How many targets are you comfortable with? This could be 3 profit takings, or it could be 10 profit takings. It all depends on kind of what you're comfortable with. So as you can see, as you build this out, your first exit is extremely low here, less than 1%, less than 1 coin for a $85 exit, right? And then it just keeps on going. So these are the totals down here. So it's, as you can see, it's close to 100%. And then we start out with 50 coins, remember, and your this total, the sum here is 49.61, so very close to all the coins, right? And your total exit would be $23,400 here, right? And that's the total here. So if we do something similar with the traditional profit taking, as you can see, close to 100%, as you can see, close to 50 coins, it would be $18,400, right? So this is the difference that you can make up with Profit Taking 2.0, right? And you you're losing out on $4,960 taking the traditional route versus what you could make up with the profit taking 2.0. So I came to this idea by sitting down one night and having this image in my head on a non-linear approach to profit taking, right? Because I was charting everything out and seeing how much money it was, and my goals were much bigger for what I'm after in this crypto bull run here. And please note, I don't think the bull run is anywhere near being over. I believe in lengthening cycles that could stretch into spring of 2022, but that's a different topic. Anyways, so I sat down one night and I was trying to imagine this in my head, and I had a chart. I envisioned this chart where it was a very nonlinear approach. I would say close to exponential, but not quite exponential approach. And this is the model that I came up with. So it's basically taking the coin divided by 2 each time, right? So these were the charts that I came up with. And this is the charted the above data here. So as you can see, let's see here. So the price on the bottom goes from $220 to $520. So 220 to 520, so a little bit past 500 there. And then the dollar exits go all the way to 13,000. At the last exit, your total dollar exit would be $13,000. And you can see this chart goes to 15,000, and you can see this linear approach or non-linear approach, right? So you can see how you making up all, like you're taking these small profits at the bottom, and then price ramps up and you're finally taking a large chunk at the very end. Where this is the other approach, and it just kind of jogs along here, a very non-exponential approach, right? So a couple notes that I want to say. I've noted that it's already an aggressive approach. So if we don't hit this end figure, whatever it might be, then you're not getting 50% of your profit taking, which can be risky. Okay, and one more thing I wanted to note was set limit orders once you're happy with the price points, right? So once you're happy with these, go into your exchange and say, yes, I want to make a limit order for $220, right? So you could be at work, you could be doing other things, and that limit order is actually working for you in the market while you're doing other things. So number one, it works for you. Number two, limit orders take the thinking out of the game, right? So if this is anywhere near the 2017 market, this bull run at the end will get crazy. All the media will be talking about it towards the end, and the last thing you want to be doing is saying, no, I'm going to hold out to take profit a little bit later, or just a little bit later, or just a little bit later. And then before you know it, the market might tank on you, and you're at the top, and it might tank on you, and you're missing out on all these profits, all your hard profits that took you potentially years to get to, right? So set these limit orders in, take the thinking out of the game, let them work for you, and so you can reap the benefits of the cryptocurrency bull market here. All right, guys, that's all I had tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.